Today we'll be showing you how to go from Blender to Foveate. Let's get started. Alright, so here is a jet engine model. As you can see, it's cut away here. I would recommend in Blender setting up your color management to standard here. It usually defaults to raw, but standard is a little bit closer to what Foveate shows. And as you can see here, this file has an animation in it of the turbine spinning. This actually has two. Now what we want to do is export this model with the animations. Foveate accepts multiple file formats, but the best one to use is the GLB or GLTF format. The reason why this is the best is because it'll capture all the PBR materials that are inside of the file and pack them into the GLB without you needing to do any extra work or have any fancy settings like you do with an FBX. Also, the GLB is a smaller file format that supports multiple animation tracks, and when you export to Foveate, Foveate will automatically optimize and compress that model. So let's just take this model here, select everything, go to File, Export, GLTF 2.0, GLB. Here we'll set this to GLB here. I like to press Remember Export Settings so I don't have to redo all these settings every single time I export. I like to do selected and visible objects. This way I can control what's being exported in my scene. And in data, you don't really need to mess with this stuff. You don't need compression here because Foveate will apply its own compression. For materials, you can leave at automatic. Foveate will automatically convert your images to WebP textures, so it's smaller. And for animations, you can just leave this at actions here. And basically what this will do is look at the different animation actions inside of your file, and then export them with the GLTF as separate tracks that will show up as selectable with moments in Foveate. So let's just press export here, and that's exporting. Now while that's happening, we will go to Foveate. We'll just make a new scene. Let's call this scene Jet Engine. And then we'll take the file that we just exported, drag and drop it in. Now Foveate will automatically optimize, upload, and then render this asset. Boom. Here we have it. If you want to preview the animations, select the asset here, you'll see that Foveate will automatically detect all the animations in the file. Set to autoplay up by default. You press play. Boom, there we go. Animations working beautifully. You can turn off autoplay here because we want to control which animation plays when. So let's make our first moment here. We'll call this Startup. And here in the moments, we can pick Jet Engine Startup. And now let's make another moment here. We'll call this Idle. So now, if you press play, you will see it plays the startup animation. Then we'll go to the next moment. Oh, I forgot to pick idle here. Pick the idle animation. And there we have it. You can turn the grid off here and make this setting, or the scene settings, a little bit more interesting. Let's change that to the image sphere. And let's change this to more of an aircraft appropriate scene. Hangar. Boom. Beautiful. Now, what we can do is just invite our team members. So I'll invite my team member, Ian, from our team list, or you can always invite someone via email, and then copy this link and be able to share their scene with them. Now, if you made a mistake, you can always click on an asset and press Replace File, and this will allow you to pick a new asset to replace the position, rotation, scale asset that you have here. It'll remember all those settings.